John, in those opening words of his gospel, speaks about the Son of God, closest to his Father's heart. And that's what he wants to do for us, to bring us closer and closer to the Father's heart. And who doesn't want that intimacy of a love that's pure, a love that's more powerful than the grave? And that's why our churches yesterday, today, people come, no matter how grey or old or arthritic we may have grown, that there's still a desire to experience that closeness to the Father's heart. People come to the crib and look at the baby. Well, that's where we all began, believe it or not. But where do we end up? Yes, if we live long enough, old and arthritic. But more than that, hopefully that we grow more and more aware, no matter when this begins to crumble, that we're still loved by God, because his love doesn't depend on how beautiful or handsome we might be, or how intelligent or clever. It doesn't depend on how generous we might be either. The love of God is a love beyond all understanding, because it's so wide, it's so great, it is so enormous that we can't begin to comprehend it. But maybe we do just a little, because we have a desire, as Meister Eckhart said in the Middle Ages, to be born again. To be born again. And so we might get a little tired, but we are encouraged to be born again for the love and the mercy and generosity of God, and for those who reflect his love and mercy and generosity. I was wondering earlier this morning what Pope Francis said yesterday. This is what he said. And he is our chief shepherd, or the bridge builder, servant of the servants of God. Lots of titles, but beautifully expressive. He said, the faithful, that's you and I, the faithful must ask themselves, do we want to stand at his side? Do we draw close to him? Do we love his poverty? Or do we prefer to remain comfortably ensconced in our own interests and concerns? He goes on to say, we're called to be a church that worships the Jesus who is poor. This is the punchline. And that serves him in the poor. Serves him in the poor. So as pastor of this place, as shepherd in this place with our deacons and with all the faithful, this is a place that strives not to keep the message within these walls and within these doors, but to take the message firmly out in the words we use and gestures we express and the generosity we share. And we do, as a parish, we support the work of Covenant House. Covenant House. Can you imagine 16, 17-year-olds kicked out of their homes? They didn't have a stable even. But what harm they can come to. So Covenant House, not just here in Houston, but throughout the country, strives to meet and protect and restore the dignity of young people. Casa Juan Diego for the undocumented, a beautiful holy place within our parish, 1.5 miles away, sandwiched between Durham and Shepherd. Wonderful, a place where people knock and they're always welcomed. One family I met out here, I can't remember if it was El Salvador or Guatemala from where they came. A mum, a dad, a little boy, a little girl with just one bag. We can't carry much when we're on foot. And they arrive in Houston. They were rather smelly and they were rather dirty, but it's a long journey. So we put them up at a hotel close by, gave them food, and the next day they went to Casa Juan Diego. Pray for the continued work of that holy place. We support Christian Community Service Center that works with other Christians, not just Catholics, but those who are baptized in the name of Christ, to help those who are hungry, those without work. Again, restoring people's dignity. And so I applaud you for coming here to this place, for worshiping the newborn King, the one who brings light into the world. So as we've heard his word, and as we come forward to receive the very gift of his body and blood, may we be filled with that Spirit. May we go out from this place and continue to reflect him in our words, but especially in our actions. Making love known, making love felt, making mercy and forgiveness real. Happy Christmas. Please like, subscribe, or comment below.